What's up, guys? So I have taken a new job down here in Orlando at Publix, and I'm proud to say that I did that. So a couple of nights ago I was at Publix, and so we have an app called Publix Pro that allows us to look up items in the store. And so I was looking up an item, going to look up an item. A customer came up, "Hey, where's the Welch's fruit snacks?" Well, I didn't know where those were yet. This was only my second day on the job. So I pulled out my phone and it wouldn't respond to me clicking the screen. So that night I got home and yeah, I wanted to see what here's the inside of the phone, there's the battery, here's all the motherboard, iPhone 6 right here, yeah. And then here's the back of the screen. So the one key thing to remember is if you drop your iPhone a lot, it's not going to respond to you clicking the screen because it affects the connections that connects the screen to the phone itself, or the motherboard, we could say. So I wake up to make me a sandwich, and I have all the essentials right here. Got the honey ham, the real mayonnaise, the provolone cheese, and the honey wheat bread. Okay, I have a serious question for you people. What is wrong with people putting the mayonnaise that's empty back in the refrigerator? Like, what's it gonna do? Just make it cold again? Like, there's nothing in here. What's the easiest kind of jelly? Squeeze jelly. And just like that, a PB&J for lunch. Let's dig in. So over here where I live in Florida, there's lots of lakes. Right now I'm sitting on a bench in front of one. So that's one of the good things about Florida. There's like a bunch of lakes. So this is one of the many lakes located next to my house. So here's another lake located close to my house. There you go. Out there having fun in the water. So this is the entrance to my community. So this is the other one of the lakes. So we've seen a total of three lakes near the house, and we've seen a little entrance of my community over here in Florida. So lastly, I'm gonna show off the last one. It's called the Lily Pond Lake. It's quite interesting. It's more used for like retention, and it's very, like the water's very still. It doesn't move like this water. So as you could tell, the water's not very still here. It's going with the wind. Lots of the lakes here where I live have alligators in them, so that's why they don't ask you to like feed the animals, because the alligators are gonna get used to people feeding them, and they're gonna come up on land towards people's houses wanting food. But other than that, there's lots of wildlife around these lakes, which is like one of the most beautiful things that I like hear about in Florida. So as you can tell, it says this is a conservation area, so do not disturb past this point. And the lily pad pond is right here in front of me. As you can tell, there's like tons and tons of lily pads. And also in there's lots of wildlife and alligators and such. So just to talk about something, I moved down here February 28th is when I flew from Atlanta here to Orlando, and I got to the house that night, And since then, I've gotten a job, got me a bike so I could get to work and other such things. Lots of people around here, especially in this community and in Florida, I've noticed they ride their bikes like a lot. Like a lot of people just ride their bikes to work and such. So, I mean, I've been going right now without a car since that long. But some of the nice things, it's always hot down here. So like I said, when Hurricane Irma came through in September, the lily ponds was completely covered. You couldn't see them at all, and the water was about up to about where I'm standing at. So from way out there all the way up here. As you saw when I was biking through the community, there's lots of trees, and you probably saw some of them that might have had ratchet straps or wooden planks on them, and that was because like a lot of them got blown over due to the hurricane coming in with such strong winds. And quite frankly, the water here rose really high, and lots and lots of trees fell over. I'm gonna show you one of the examples of what I mean by the wood plank. So if we look here, this one has like, wood planks to stabilize the tree after it fell over. And lots of the bigger trees that fell over have the wooden ones, and then the smaller trees had ratchet straps. But that was another thing I found quite interesting when I moved down here to Florida. There's lots of here in Florida, they don't call streets by names, they call them by numbers. So that's another cool thing. You got to learn the numbers to learn the streets. So right over those houses there, about 4 miles that way, is where Disney's Magic Kingdom is. And every night I can sit at my window and watch the Disney's Magic Kingdom firework show. Those are just some of the cool things that I found interesting when I moved here to Florida. Many people ride their bikes. There's lakes, the climate is so comfortable here. And every day at about 4 o'clock, there's about a 15-minute shower. It rains for 15 minutes and then it stops. As you could tell, I'm in short sleeve. And honestly, I haven't worn long pants since I've gotten down here. That's one of the greatest parts of living down here. I've worn open-toed shoes almost every day when I've gone out. And that's some of the cool things, the weather, even though the weather can be kind of hectic at sometimes. But other than that, yeah, everything about here in Florida, I like it. So I just wanted to create this video to do a little update video of what Florida looks like for me and what I've been up to. But like I said, I got a job at Publix at part-time grocery, and that's what I do. And yeah, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.